So it's been a great month for media, wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, 100%.
Like, I mean, you think about it. So Crunchyroll just came out with an original called God of High School, which they're starting this trend of adapting webtoons, which is something that's like super unheard of. So they just got done adapting Tower of God, which is like one of the most popular webtoons out there, and then now they're doing God of High School, which is like super popular, bro. We got the second season of Fire Force coming out. We got the second season of ReZero coming out.
Unfortunately, I haven't seen a lot of those.
It's all good. I'm super excited for it though. Your boy is super excited. But we also got this this Will and Jada shit. How do you feel about this though?
The only thing I could say is I feel if the roles were swapped, it'd be a totally different story.
It would be, definitely.
We
3,000%.
could, we could agree on that. If
3,000%.
it was Will who came out and was like, yeah, I was feeling a little sad, so I was out there maybe fucking on my daughter's friend who was, how old? So she met him through her son, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how old was he? I
think he was like, if I'm correct, I think it was like either 24, 26, something.
I guess that's not
He
too
was in
too
his
young.
mid-20s.
I was thinking like 19, 20, like.
I don't think so. Nah.
But regardless, if my man Will Smith came out and was like, yeah, I was
It'd be
fucking on
different.
some 24-year-old because I was unhappy in the relationship. Now, I'll be honest, I didn't watch the, what is it, the Red Room talk? Is that
The
what they call
Red
it?
Table.
The Red Table talk. I saw enough of it to see my man Will Smith's eyes. I saw my man
Everybody
super
has
sad.
seen my man's eyes at this point.
And that shit hurt me, bro. It was like, ooh, like. But we have our own little ideas of that, I guess. I know we talked about it a little bit.
I'll tell you what my whole thing is. Number one, I do not like Jada Pinkett Smith just from this whole thing. Like, first of all, I want to make it very clear that I personally don't care what they do in their relationship. Like, I don't think it's anybody else's business what they do in their relationship, but of course, you know, Black Twitter's going to take over, and next thing you know, like, their shit's all over memes of Will Smith crying, this and that. But at first, it was just like that meme of Queen Latifah looking at him like, yeah, you're doing it. But so from my perspective is, first of all, we wouldn't even know about this if this man didn't go out and tell the world. And the reason he did that was to get publicity for his album. Like, he started the media frenzy that led to all of this because he needed publicity. So when you get back to Jada, like, so the reason that, from my perspective, that they went on to the Red Table to do this was for media control, essentially. Like, they needed to control public perception, so they hop on her show and do this. I have problems with it. Number one, your whole brand is being real and realistic and real talk, and that's what the Red Table's supposed to be. But, like, the first thing she said is, I haven't talked to August Alsina in 4 years. That's a lie. He was on their show last year talking about drug addiction. So that's a lie. Again, I don't care about what you do in your relationship, but don't say that you're real talk and then come out and lie. And then you're here and you're, like, trying to peppercoat it, and even Will Smith is like, that's bullshit, call it what it is, it's a relationship. She's like, that's what I said, it's entanglement. And then, like, the media frenzy blows up, and my whole thing is that no publicity is bad publicity, so they did it on purpose. They did it on purpose to because they were already getting publicity for it, to control public perception of the situation, to come out and be like, look, we were in an open marriage, this is how it was, like, that's all it is. And like I said, I don't care about their relationship, but if you're gonna say that you're real, be real about it. Personally, from my personal opinion, is that celebrities are addicted to attention. Like, attention is the currency of the world we live in. We live in the media age where everything and anything is for attention. And if you think about it, Will Smith, his whole life has been in public perception. Jada Pinkett Smith, for a really long time, has been in public perception and married Will Smith, who's like the Fresh Prince. Everybody knows who Will Smith is. You know, Jaden and Willow have both lived their whole lives in public perception, like Willow handling it far better than Jaden does, but even still, like, it's all about public perception. So I think that they're addicted to the attention that they get from these things. Like, she's on a show that's literally about her being real, but I don't think she's real. Like, you're a media personality. Don't tell me you care about people. Don't tell me you care about people, because you don't care about people, because you've been a media personality your whole life, and I know for a fact that you don't care about people. Like, you don't care about people like me. So, and that's my problem, I think. So, baby boy, I love the podcast. I really do. The podcast is something that we enjoy doing, and even weeks like this where things don't always go our way, we find a way to get out here and do it because we enjoy doing it. Like, I have fun doing it. So I think that my disconnect is in a world where the only way to make yourself pop in is to go out there and essentially sell your soul for attention. Is I have the disconnect because I'm not one of those people. Like, I don't like hopping on Instagram and being like, hey guys, go watch my new podcast.
It's your boy.
Super great.
Yeah, no,
like,
I feel you.
And even like, if anybody who actually watched the last podcast notice that follows us on social media, we didn't really post it all that much. And not because we were super into the subject matter of what we were talking about, and I think it was super close to our hearts, but we didn't want to like clout chase that particular subject. Yeah. And the thing is I don't want to clout chase anything. Like, I post it on social medias, I do what I need to do, I send it to people, like a lot of people personally, like, hey, listen to the podcast, we talk about some cool stuff on here, me and my boy. But I'm just not the kind of person to whore myself for attention. So I have this disconnect between being who I am and not wanting attention, and being a very private person and wanting the most poppin' ass podcast in the whole world. Like, it's tough for me.
I could agree with that 100%, because even, I mean, as you know, some people might not, before this, I had the esports team, Gravity Gaming, and I had the same issue with that. Is it's like, I'm not trying to do, Facebook live videos of me chilling on the couch watching something, or, like anything. Like, I'm not that, I don't want to say that I'm self-conscious of myself, but when you like look at that, when you open up your camera on accident and it's just your face in front of you and you get this look of like, what is that? Like, who is that? What I look like? Like, so looking at myself on a camera, like, kind of creeps me out a little bit. I'm not. Everybody has their own self-image that's different from, you see yourself different from I see you, you see me different than I see myself. So I definitely feel the same disconnect of having to put myself out there for the sake of the podcast, but not wanting to on-privatize myself. I feel you 100%. Yeah. And going back to the Jada thing, it's not even just that they're looking for attention. Like, you got it. Like, attention is what makes them money. Yeah. Like, it's not even just like they crave that attention. Like, that's literally what makes them money. That is, even though, like, I don't think they really need any more money. I mean, she gets a little, but like, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, but that being the fact, and I mean, if you look at our Twitter, like, we really don't post a lot on the Twitter, like, it's, I don't want to make excuses. Let me not make excuses. We definitely could do more on the Twitter, and we definitely could do more to on-privatize ourselves, but we're going to have a poppin' ass podcast anyway, you know what I'm saying?
We
like,
already have the most poppin' podcast.